All right, welcome back to C Programming Skills using Replit. I'm Norman McIntyre. Let's get started. We're going to focus on the Guess What program. You're going to really enjoy this one. A lot of stuff here, but we'll take it a step at a time. The Guess What program, we'll give an overview first. This is a pretty big project. This lesson, we're going to write a program called Guess What, and it's going to allow you to create a guess file that has your guesses in it, and then the user will try to guess one of the guesses based on a random number you'll pick of which guess it is. So the example one, you might have a file, and the guesses are going to be in a file, so you'll see how to read a file. You might have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example, in the file, and so you'd ask the user to guess a number. Example 2, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 file or 4 the actual words, so you may ask the user to guess which word the program has selected. Or example 3, maybe you have colors, red, green, blue, and you ask the user guess a color. And in fact, for example 4, any list you can come up with, right? You may have a list of animals, a list of sports, a list of cars, you name it. And that's why we're putting it in a file, so you can have different versions based on your interest. The user interface, notice we're going to have, of course, our main, and if you just run main by itself, it's going to display a list of instructions. If you run main with a -- file option, and it will open that file, and that'll be the get all the possible guesses, so you'll see how to read from a file. And if you say main -- list, the -- list says, instead of reading from a file, you go give it the list right here on the command line. So for example, red, green, blue. So this is a big one. Of course, we'll take it step at a time. You can follow step at a time. And then you'll be really, I believe you'll be really proud of what you've created. The skills you'll learn as we're going through this, probably the most important one is modular programming. This is the first time in this course that we're going to actually have separate files. So instead of just having a main.c, we're going to have multiple files. Number 2, you're going to learn about the scope of variables. We'll find out some variables are what's called global scope, where you can access them anywhere. Others are file scope, where you only access them within a file. And others are what's called function scope, where you access them anywhere in the function. And as we've done several times already, but we'll keep doing it, we'll look at pointers. We'll use pointers to command line arguments, and also a pointer to the open file. So lots of good stuff here. Briefly, as we go through this series of videos, and we'll break it up as we always do, our version 1 is simply going to display the help. So basically all it will do is display the help. So we'll have a main.c. Notice something totally different now. We're going to have a welcome.h and a welcome.c. So we'll actually create new files in our project, and a help.h and a help.c. So this is pretty major. For the first time ever again, we'll be creating files other than just main.c. Then in version 2, we're going to focus on the CLI, that is the command line interface, make it work better. We'll have a -- help, a -- file, and a -- list, 3 different command line options. And then our grand finale, version 3, we'll add a guess.h and guess.c, and this is where we'll put our so-called user interface, our UI, which stands for user interface. We'll keep track of the number of guesses, and after some number of guesses, we'll display yes, you win, or sorry, you lose, and ask if we want to play again. So this is a big one. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks for making it this far, and more to come in the next video. I'm Norman McIntyre. Thanks as always for watching.